Okay, so if you come into any comfortable seated posture, and if you've got a block, do grab a block. And try to get as comfortable as possible. So do prop up, maybe get right onto the front edges of your sit bones. Check that you've got happy hips and knees. So you could cross the legs, you could kneel, you could have one leg out if that's more comfy. Really doesn't matter. The main thing is that you can sit steadily and comfortably in the seated position. And we're going to start with a mudra in the hand. So if you bring your thumb and first finger touching with each hand, and then rest the backs of the hands on the inside of the knees or the legs. And then maybe lift up the shoulders and roll them down the back of the spine, and softening the shoulders. We're going to close the eyes and just draw the chin very slightly downwards so there's length in the back of the neck. And start by scanning through your body. And see if you can find any areas of tightness or holding. And then see if you can bring some softness into those areas. So you're still sat tall, you're just slightly softening, especially around the joints, around the wrists, the arms and the shoulders. Softening the face, softening the brow, softening the jaw. And start to become aware of your breathing. And start to breathe a little bit more deeply. As you breathe more deeply, focus on creating the movement in your abdomen. As you inhale, the abdomen expands and moves outwards. As you exhale, the abdomen softens again. Each time you inhale, follow the breath a little bit deeper down into the lungs, expanding in the abdomen, expanding in the upper abdomen, and exhaling, softening again. And if the mind is distracted, see if you can concentrate your mind on the breath. And start to deepen the breath even more so that as you inhale, the upper abdomen expands. And at the end of the in-breath, the lower rib cage begins to expand as well. As you exhale, it softens again. So you're very deliberately creating a movement in the midsection of your body. Imagine that the lower rib cage is like a circle, and each time you breathe in, that circle is expanding outwards, it's growing outwards. As you exhale, it's moving back again. So we're breathing consciously. We're breathing about 3 or 4 times more deeply than we do in a normal day-to-day breath. We're focusing mind on the breath to the exclusion of all else. If you're familiar with the Ujjayi pranayama, you may like to breathe with Ujjayi now. So you're bringing an awareness to the glottis and the throat, and just very slightly closing the space between the vocal cords so that the breath becomes audible. And you get a very soft, gentle, like a whispered snoring sound with your breath. We're going to keep breathing with this Ujjayi breath as we begin to move in a moment. But before we do that, let's chant a mantra. We're going to chant a mantra of Om together 3 times. So take a deep Ujjayi breath in. Om. Now you relax the mudra in your hands and turn the palms downwards, so resting the knees. And carefully you lower the head. And we're going to take some very simple warming up exercises. So we're going to be rotating the head very gently in a clockwise circle about 5 times. Moving in a way that feels really comfortable for you. So you're not trying to impose something, you're not trying to force or strain the body. It's moving in the way that the body was designed And it feels comfy moving. And the next time the head comes forwards and down, pause. And then reverse and take the circle the opposite way. Moving really gently with awareness. Next time the head lowers, pause. And then bring the head into neutral. So we're going to drop down into the shoulders and just moving the shoulders in circles. Nice and easy. The arms may want to move a little bit too. It's good to start to get other parts of the body involved. So you may find naturally begin to kind of rock. And then go the other way. And then relax. We're going to float the arms out in front and just gently take circles with the wrists. And then circle the other way. We then do a little up and down movement. Nice and easy. And then if you level the hands and then make fists and take a really deep breath in, squeeze the fist quite tightly. And then hold it there, hold the breath for a moment. And as you exhale, release your hands and just give them a shake. And then we're going to give them a little shake up to the top. Out to the sides. And back to the front. And relax. Okay, so we're going to come over and onto all fours position. So you can either bring legs around the outside or come straight over the top. And we've been sat for a little while, so if you come onto all fours and in the beginning, just raise a leg in the air, give it a little shake. And then give the other leg a little shake too. Okay. And then if you come onto all fours with your knees a good hip distance apart and your hands under your shoulders, the fingers spreading, and then closing your eyes, just for a couple of minutes here, let's take some freestyle movement. So just dropping awareness down into the body, tuning into where does your body want to go? How does your body want to move naturally? It could be very subtle, could be tiny movement, or you may be doing quite big movements. Just kind of going with whatever feels good for you. And then we're going to come back to our start position and we're going to go into the cat flexion extension. So we're going to use the breath, and ideally it's an ujjayi breath. So there's a slight contraction around the glottis, there's a slight closure between vocal cords. Or if you're not familiar with ujjayi or you're not really sure, it could just be a very full and deep breath. Okay, so we'll do it together. As you inhale, begin to lift your imaginary tail as you begin to lift the chin and the head. And then as you exhale, begin to round the spine, drawing the tail under and drawing the head down. Inhaling, lifting. Exhale, rounding. Keep it going, focusing on moving in harmony with your breath. It's good. So one more very deep breath in. And as you exhale, come into neutral, but look at the knees, bring them together. So we're going from the cat into the tiger. So this time we're going to inhale, Ujjayi, raise your right leg, point the foot away as you look ahead. And then exhaling, bring it through, drawing head towards the knee. Now, Matt, you mentioned you've got some wrist troubles. You could actually do pretty much all of these with the forearms down instead, like this. Okay, so if anyone's wrists are feeling it, then just go with that instead. Keep it going. About 3 more with your breath. It's good. Final time, really deep inhale, push into the big toe as you breathe in. And on the final exhale, bring it back. So you're back to all 4s, knees together. Switching sides, inhaling left leg, point the foot, look ahead. Exhale, come through. Inhale. Exhale. Keep it going. Could be on forearms. Last time, really deep breath in, push away with the big toe. And then as you exhale, bring it down. So we're back to all 4s, but we're going to widen the knees again. And then to take the pressure off the wrist, if you take your forearms down, maybe give the fingers a little wriggle. And then interlace the fingers and just sort of gently sway the hips from side to side. Could be a freestyle there, it's quite nice. Could be a little circle with the hips. If you are circling, then circling the opposite way. Now, from here, we're going to come back to all 4s. Let's bring the knees together again, and we're going to cup the hands. We're going to take the hands over to the left, about 3 or 4 inches, and then bring that right foot around the outside of the right arm. So my arm is on the inside of the leg, like so. Hands are cupped, and we're just going to begin to lean forward a little bit. And then exhale, begin to rock back. You can kind of lift the toes to pivot on the heels. So hands can move around a little bit if you want to. Again, just trying to move in a way that's comfy. We're just going to rock back and forwards. You can use the breath, so you'd be inhaling forward, exhaling back, or vice versa. It kind of works both ways. But the main thing is that you're just getting a nice comfy movement happening here. So just gently warming up. You might find, like, as you get into it, the more you do, you can kind of start to lunge. Like, I'm going a little bit further now. I'm finding that's getting progressively easier. Okay, let's try the other side. So we're going to come forwards first. Take that leg back, so we're back to all fours, knees together, and then we just take the hands over to the right, and then bring the left foot around the outside of the left arm. Again, we're lunging forward in the beginning, and then rocking back, lifting the toes. So it could be inhaling forwards, exhaling back, or vice versa. It does get easier, this one. If hamstring's really tight, then just keep the knee slightly bent when you go back, like that. Otherwise, going further. It's good. So we're heading towards standing. So the next time you come forwards, pause, take the left hand around the outside of that left foot, tuck the back foot under and pick up the back knee and take a deep breath in. And as you breathe out, step forwards, bringing your feet about hip distance apart. So the knees are bent and you're hanging in a forward fold, just letting the head drop. Take a couple of deep breaths there. Now we're going to come up really slowly and we're going to uncurl the spine up to standing. So imagine your spine is like a series of coins. You're just stacking the coins one on top of the other. So when you're ready, just inhaling, uncurling. And then rolling back the shoulders, opening the chest. Now, if you come to about middle mat, while we're here, let's just do a ragdoll swing out of the arms. So just give the arms a little shake, feet parallel, soft knees, and we're just going to do a little swing, nice and gentle. You can let a heel lift, so if you're going left, right heel lifts, and vice versa. And then once you've got that swing, start to go a little bit more, turning the head a little bit, maybe giving the shoulder a pat, so you're sort of waking up the nervous system, getting the blood circulating. That's good. And then gradually start to swing a little bit less. Give the hands a shake. Okay. So this is a holistic yoga practice. So in holistic yoga, as most of you know, we don't just do asana, we do kriya, we do pranayama, and we do dhyana, dharana, we do all the different limbs of yoga. So we're going to do some kriyas now. If you grab a tissue and just have a blowout, these are particularly good, I feel, at the moment where lots of people have got colds and things like that. Hopefully no one's got the dreaded coronavirus, but surely won't do us any harm to do some practices that stimulate the respiratory system, which these do very, very effectively. Okay, so if you have your tissue somewhere at the ready, we're going to do Kapalabhati stage 1. So that's rapid breathing through the nose with an emphasis on exhalation. Inhale is still there, but it's passive. And every time we exhale, we contract the abdomen quite firmly. This is contraindicated in pregnancy, so if you were pregnant, you could just do it very, very softly or not at all. Okay, so I'll just demo briefly. So this is contracting. I'm sort of scrunching my face up a little bit and really trying to blast out any mucus in the nose, okay? Let's go for it. We'll do it together. Let's do 25 pumps. So hands on the waist, soft knees, deep inhale. Long exhale. Relax and breathe normally, and blow out if you need to. Okay, so we now do one side at a time. If you bring your right hand into Vishnu Mudra, so make a fist and then 2 fingers in towards the thumb like so. So you've got thumb free for right nostril, ring finger for left. We're going to close right and do the same practice blasting through left. Okay, so soft knees, left hand on waist, right hand Vishnu Mudra. Deep inhale, bring the hand up. Close the thumb over the right nostril and blast left. Long exhale. Release. Breathe normally. Blow out if you need to. Other side, so hands to waist, soft knees, right hand, Vishnu Mudra. Deep breath in, bring the hand up. Closing left nostril with ring finger, blasting right nostril. Long exhale. Release. Breathe normally. Blow out if you need to. We won't do the steam train tonight because it's going to be difficult for me to teach that in this format. So we're going to jump to the stage beyond, which is back to both nostrils. Same as before, long exhale at the end. We then inhale, reach up, and we've got Simhasana the lion. So we're going to take the tongue out like that, stretching the face, opening the jaw wide. The eye gaze is towards the center of the forehead, Shambhavi Mudra. And then it's a very strong exhale, stimulating the back of the throat, and like this. So all the way down here. Good to bend the knees on the way down so you don't put any strain on your lower back or your hamstrings. Good to rest the arms above the knees. And when you get down here, really try and draw out all the last dregs of the breath. So you're getting everything out. We've then got a kumbhaka here, so we're going to pause. We're not breathing at all for as long as we comfortably can. And then when we need to breathe again, we inhale to come back up. You feel dizzy when you come up, looking down will help, okay? Let's go for it. So hands on the waist. We'll do 25 pumps initially together. Deep breath in. Reaching up. Tongue out, eye gaze to forehead, big lion down. Everyone okay? I get a thumbs up. Okay, let's do that again. So, same as before, we'll do 25 again. Long exhale at the end, inhale up, big lion down. This time when you go down, if you've got any kind of pent up negative feelings or thoughts or stress, all this kind of crazy stuff that's happening at the moment in the world, just imagine you're just vomiting it out. You're throwing it out, letting it go. You come all the way down here. Hold the breath out for a while. Inhale to come up. Let's go for it. Hands to waist. Deep breath in. Long exhale. Inhale, reach up. Take the tongue out. Eye gaze to forehead. Big lion breath down. Let's do that one more time for luck. We'll keep it on the same stage. We won't do anything fancy today, unless you know how to do bandhas and Agnisara Kriya and all that stuff. Otherwise, just keeping it simple and focusing on this, it's like releasing breath out on that lion breath. Okay, so I'm just going to do it with you. I won't say as much. Let's go for it. So hands on the waist, deep inhale. Long exhale. When you come up, maybe have a little step side to side just to get grounded again. Maybe a little soft knee bounce, and quite good to just have a little swing on the arms again. So hopefully we've cleared the passageways a little bit. We've stimulated the respiratory system. We've got the blood circulating a bit more, and we've got the energy moving around. So we're going to do, let's just come back. We're going to do some asana and some light vinyasa. Okay, so I think it'd be really difficult to teach complicated vinyasas and complicated asana in this format. So I'm going to keep it fairly straightforward, and hopefully there'll be something in there for all of you to find a little bit challenging as well. So we're going to start with a very simple version of Surya Namaskar salutation to the sun. So what I'd like you to do, actually I can do it here. If you want to come to the front of your mat, we bring our palms by our sides, check your feet are parallel, maybe lift up the shoulders and roll them back and down the spine. And then just close your eyes and start to reconnect with that slower, deeper breath in and out through the nose now. And again, each time you inhale, there's a focus on movement in the abdomen. So the upper abdomen especially is expanding, moving outwards as you breathe in, and softening as you breathe out. And ideally, these vinyasa practices are done with Ujjayi breath. So you're bringing your awareness to the glottis, which is the space between the vocal cords, and you're just very slightly, subtly closing that space so that the breath becomes audible. You get like a gentle snoring sound like this. Now we're going to move with that ujjayi breath in a simple vinyasa. So we start standing tall, just take the arms out slightly, so there's a little bit of space in the armpits. Let's take a deep ujjayi breath in together. And exhale. Now, as you inhale, fly the arms up slowly. So at the end of the inhale, you've got the hands above the head. It's like you're holding a basketball above your head. We're going to turn the palms away and exhale back down again. So at the end of the exhale, palms are by your sides. Inhale, coming up. Exhale wide. Really simple. Inhaling up one more time. Exhaling wide. Now, soften the knees. We're going to develop it now. Inhale up. Turn the palms away. This time we're going to fold forward. So exhale wide, hinge forward from the hips as you come down into a forward bend with the knees bent, and bring the hands cupped either side or slightly forwards of your feet. Now we're going to keep the knees soft and inhale, lift the chin, look forwards just a little bit. Exhale, lower the head. Inhale, lift the chin, come onto the fingertips, maybe lift the chest a little bit, look forwards. Exhale, fold in. One more time, inhale, lift a bit higher, maybe you could even lift the hands off, look forwards. Exhale, folding in, knees are softening. We're going to turn the thumbs outwards, inhale, gracefully fly all the way back up. And then exhale, arms wide to the sides. And pause. So we're going to put those three vinyasas together now. So inhale wide up. Don't forget your ujjayi breath. Exhale, skydive down. Inhale, lift chest and chin. Exhale, fold in. Turn the thumbs away, inhale, flying up. Turn palms out, exhale wide. So that's one round. We're going to do it again, inhaling up. Exhale down. It's like you're diving into a lake, coming all the way down gracefully. It's good. Inhale, look forwards. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, wide up. Exhale, wide. Side, so it's very slow. Inhale, one more round, going up. Exhale, diving down. Inhale, lift chest and chin. Exhale, folding in. Inhaling wide up. Good, I can see you got it. Exhale, wide. To the sides. And take a resting breath. We're going to turn the thumbs in. So we're going to go into a vinyasa on Utkatasana now. So keep the feet as they are, hip distance. Inhale, the arms out in front now, horizontally. And as you exhale, squat. Inhale up. Exhale, squat. And it's up to you how low you want to go. Inhaling up. So we're going to do 3 more. Your own speed of breath. Now the final time we're coming down, we're going to hold it there. So toning into the thighs, strong legs. You can either keep the arms as is or lift the thumbs and bring the arms up alongside the ears. Looking to floor is quite useful if you look about 1 meter in front. Let's take about 5 or 6 more breaths here. Utkatasana. Everyone's still with me. Good. Inhale to come up. Maybe lift up the heels. That's good. We're going to turn the palms away and exhale, lower heels and arms down. Together. Relax the shoulders and take a resting breath. So hopefully we're beginning to warm up, and we're now going to go into a sequence which again is kind of a development of Surya Namaskar. It's based loosely on Surya Namaskar. So if you've got your novel or your block, and just place it at the front of your mat. I'll go this side. And again, let's keep the feet hip distance apart. Okay, so we're standing tall at the front of our mats. And let's start together. So a deep Ujjayi breath in. And a long exhale. As you inhale, fly the arms up again. Soft knees to exhale, skydive down. Inhale, look forward. As you exhale, step your left foot quite far back, okay? But keep the feet about hip distance so you're not on a tightrope, okay? So this is the runner position. And from here, we're going to go up in a moment into the dynamic runner like so. If anyone is challenged, you could do this one with your back knee down if you prefer. And if the knee feels a bit uncomfortable, you could just put a blanket or something under the knee. Otherwise, you've got the back knee raised and you're kind of pushing into the back heel a little bit. Your right knee is over the top of your right ankle, so you've got a nice, strong foundation in that leg. And we're going to start by coming up and bringing the hands onto the waist. Okay, so you could be bringing that knee forwards just a little bit, right knee. And we could stay here, or next stage, we bring the arms out and open the chest. From there, if you want to, you could lift the arms up. I quite like the wide hand position. You could be looking up, looking ahead, or looking to the floor. Now we're going to hold it here. Let's take about 5 or 6 more breaths. Strong legs, but the arms and shoulders could be quite soft. Inhale, reaching up. Turn the palms forwards and exhale, come down. And take the back knee down and point the back foot. Now, we're going to bring the right hand to the inside of that right leg, like we did when we were warming up. So you've got the arm on the inside. And then just walk the foot out about a good 5 or 6 inches. Now, this is the one where you might need your block or your novel. We're going to place it right there on the inside of that right foot. And we're going to cut the right hand down. So just move this arm so you can see. So I've got my arm in this kind of position. Okay, you're pressing outside of arm with inside of knee. Left foot under, pick up the back knee. And then see, you could stay there or clip the heel in and down. So that back foot is grounded, back leg is straight. You've got a straight line here with this right arm. From there, we're going to gracefully take the left arm up along the same line. Okay? If this is challenging for anyone, you could always do it like that with your forearm resting on middle thigh instead. Wherever you're at, maybe looking up if the neck is happy, or looking ahead or looking down. Let's take 5 or 6 Ujjayi breaths here. Parshvakonasana. Inhale, reaching up. We're going to look down. Exhale, bring that left hand down. Lift the back heel. Take the back knee down. We're now going to take the right hand around behind and place it on the sacrum and flatten that left palm. Now we're going to twist. You could keep your back knee down like this, or you're working more dynamically, pick up the back knee and push into that back heel. We're then drawing the right shoulder back, left arm is strong. We're going to take the arm up and look up, or look ahead, or look down. So Parivrtta Parshvakonasana. 5 or 6 breaths here. Inhale, reaching up. We're going to look down and exhale, bring the hand back on the outside of that right foot. Now we want to get back to the front of the mat, so we're picking up the back knee, and it's like a sprint runner. We're just going to inhale, step forwards, look forwards. Exhale, fold back in. Turn the thumbs out and inhale, wide stroke back up. Exhale, arms wide to the sides. It's good. So we're going to do the same krama on the other side. So I'm going to change, go to the other end of my mat. You won't need to do that. Feet are hip distance apart. Let's start together. So Tadasana, a bit of space in the armpits. Deep breath in. Long exhale. Inhale, flying up wide. Soft knees to exhale, skydive down. Inhale, look forwards. Right foot, exhale, big step back. Okay, check that you're not on the tightrope, so there's space between the feet. You can do this next one with the back knee down, and you can point the back foot if you prefer. Otherwise, knee is raised. Okay, so dynamic runner, hands to waist. Left knee bends a little bit more, that's good. You could stay there, opening chest, or bring the arms out, or take the hands up, looking ahead, or I quite like looking to floor, a couple of meters in front. So really strong legs, but the arms could be soft. We're going to take about 5 or 6 breaths here. Ujjayi, breathe in. Inhale, reach up. Turn palms forwards to exhale down. Lower the back knee, point the back foot. So grabbing your novel or your block, bring the left foot out, give 5 or 6 inches and place the block right next to the instep, like so. Left hand is cupped on the block. You don't need the block, you could go on the floor. We then pick up the right knee, so right toes under, pick up the knee, back leg straightens, and we're going to clip that heel in and down. Okay, so we want to open the chest, so we're drawing the right shoulder back, taking that right arm up vertically, looking up, looking ahead, looking down, Parsvakonasana, 5 or 6 breaths there. Inhale, reaching up, looking down, exhale, bring the hand down, raise the back heel. So we're back in the lunge. If it's all getting too much, lower that back knee, point the back foot as you go into the twist. Otherwise, right knee is raised, pushing into the back heel. Left hand comes to sacrum, right hand is planted now as we draw the left shoulder back for the twist. The left arm comes up vertically. We're pushing away with that back heel as we reach into the fingertips. 5 or 6 breaths there. Inhale, reaching up. Looking down, exhale, bring it down on the outside of that left foot. We're cupping the hands, we're on the fingertips. We're like a sprint runner as we're going to step lightly forwards, looking forwards. Exhale, folding in. Inhale, wide stroke up. Exhale, wide. To the sides. And take a resting breath. Feet still hip distance and parallel. We're going to inhale Ujjayi, flying up again. Exhale, diving down. Inhale, look forwards. Now this time, we're going to exhale, step right leg back, left leg back into a plank. Okay, now if you've got wrist stuff going on, you could either lower the knees or come into a forearm plank instead. Okay, otherwise we're here, and I want you to really try and push away with your heels and tone into your pelvic floor and your lower abdomen. We're looking between the thumbs. Let's go for it. 5 or 6 breaths there. Now, those of you who are up for a challenge, look at the inner crease of your elbows, turn them to point forwards, take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, lower, and we're going to hover about 4 inches from the floor. Press the inside of the elbows against the outside of the ribs, so hovering chaturanga. Those of you up for it, hold it there, otherwise lying flat. We're going to take 5 deep breaths. Exhale, lying down, point the feet, slide the hands forwards, and rest the head down. Just rest for a moment. Maybe give the hips a little swing from side to side. And so this sequence is based around Surya Namaskar, and it's just really a development of each part of the sun salute. So the next part is Bhujangasana, the cobra. So we're going to do this in 3 stages. The first one Splay the elbows and bring your fingertips touching underneath your chin. So I'll just turn this way. So you're going to be like that. Okay, now we're going to do a front body lift. So if you imagine that you're a snake and the tail of your snake is your feet, the pointed feet pressing against the floor. So I want you to press down on the tops of your feet, tone into your thighs and your buttocks. And let's do it together. We're going to inhale, lift up. Exhale down. Inhaling up. Exhale down. Let's keep it going. Inhaling up. Exhale down. That's 3. We're going to do 2 more. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. If you're up for it, go for it. Inhale, lift as high as you can. Wonderful. Hold it there. 5 quite dynamic Ujjayi breaths. 2, 3, 4. Last breath in, lift higher. Exhale, come down and relax, and maybe turn the head to one side. You could make a pillow with your arms. You could splay the feet or point the feet as you relax in Makrasana, the crocodile. And let's turn the head the other way. Obviously, if anyone is pregnant, these are not going to work for you. So you could, depending on how pregnant you are, you could be going into Sphinx, fairly accessible, or you could be working with wide legs in child posture like so, or Anahatasana, so you'd be coming down like this instead. Otherwise, those of you lying flat, we've got our second stage. So we're lying flat still. We're going to bring the palms by our sides now and turn the thumbs outwards. Feet are together. We're pointing the feet, so you're pressing into the tail of your snake, toning into the thighs and the buttocks, forehead or chin down. And let's go for it. Inhale, lift head and chest up. Exhale, lower. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. Keep it going, inhaling up. Exhale down. Just 2 more. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. If you're up for it, final time, lift as high as you can for the hold. That's good. And quite dynamic Ujjayi breaths, about 5 more breaths. 2, 3, 4. Last breath in, lift a little bit higher maybe. Exhale down and relax, and make a pillow with your arms. Turn your head to one side, splay the feet or point the feet as you relax in crocodile, and let go of the breath. Let's turn the head the other way. So the first 2 exercises are fairly tonifying. We've got one more in the sequence. This is more of an extension in the upper thoracic spine. So on this one, we place the forehead down, and we're going to interlace the fingers behind the back like so. So we're pulling the hands together, down and away. So we're going to try and lift the thumbs away from the buttocks. So if you start, I'll do the first two with you. Forehead down, binding like so. So the thumbs are well clear of the buttocks, toning into the thighs, pointing the feet. Let's do it together on the first two. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, down. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. Keep it going. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. Inhale, lift up, a bit higher maybe. Exhaling down. One more time. If you're up for it, go for it. Inhale, lift as high as you can. Hold it there. 5 dynamic Ujjayi breaths. Final breath in, maybe going higher. That was 6, but never mind. Exhale down. Make a pillow. Turn the head and relax. And splay the feet or point the feet and chill. Let go of the breath. Let go of the body. Turn the head the other way. Balance out the neck. And this is all fairly dynamic, what we've been doing. So let's turn the dial down a little bit now. And we've got a lovely complementary posture here, which is balasana, child posture. So if you place your hands underneath your shoulders with the fingers pointing forwards, point the feet, and come up like a really gentle cobra. And then exhale, come back, buttocks to heels. Now, you can either do it knees together or wide knees, big toes touching. If anyone is challenged on this one, you could lower the forearms down like so, like we were doing earlier. You just kind of come back into more of a gentle, sort of like a half balasana. Others will be sitting right down, buttocks into the heels. And you can have the forehead down, if it will go. You can make a pillow with your arms, or hands back by the feet. Or another nice option is to clasp a wrist behind your back. Just relaxing any of those positions. Key thing is that it's comfortable. You could put a block or a cushion under the head if that helps. Make any adjustments that you need to get comfy there. And then closing the eyes, just allow the head to sink towards the floor. Relax the jaw. Feel the face softening. Relax the shoulders. Feel the arms becoming heavier. Relax the thighs and buttocks. And allow yourself to sink down into the hips. So you're yielding, surrendering into the posture. And then once again, become aware of your breath. And start to deepen your breath as you breathe in. And to lengthen your breath as you breathe out. As you breathe more deeply, start to breathe with the ujjayi breath. So there's an awareness on the throat and a slight contraction around the glottis. So you're closing the space between the vocal cords. And you can hear the sound of your breath. And it sounds a little bit like the waves of the ocean rolling in and out on the shoreline of the beach. I'm going to take about 5 to 10 more ujjayi breaths, very slow and very deep. It's about five breaths already. It's about 5 more. From here, you bring the hands back, either side, just forwards of the knees. So you can come up to sit in the kneeling position. And this is called Vajrasana diamond posture. So the knees are together, fingertips are towards the knees like so, chin slightly down. If anyone's got any knee stuff going on, this may not work at all for you, so you could just sit in any comfy cross-legged position. So if you lift up the shoulders, roll them back and down. And really important, especially at this time, I feel, is breathing exercises and pranayama and kriya practices. So we're going to do a pranayama exercise called Nadi Shodhana, which most of you will know, some of you may not. So like we did earlier, we're going to bring the right hand up into a fist, and then 2 fingers in towards the thumb, and extend the last 2 digits in Vishnu Mudra. So we're going to be using the thumb and the ring finger the same way we did earlier, but this time the breath is going to be very soft and gentle, and we're going to alternate the breath through either side. If anyone's bunged up and you can't alternate, just do your best working with both the nostrils. Okay, so we're sitting tall. The breath is no longer ujjayi, it's just very soft and gentle. Bring the right hand, Vishnu Mudra, hovering in front of the face, closing your eyes. Take a slow and deep breath in through both the nostrils together. Close the nostrils, thumb over right, ring finger left. And now releasing your thumb, gently exhale through your right nostril. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale through the right nostril. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Close the right nostril, release left, and gently exhale left. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale left. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Close left, out, right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Close out left. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In left. 5, 6, 7, 8. Out right. In right. Out left. In left. Out right. In right. Out left. In left. Out right. In right. Out left. In left. Out right. In right. Out left. In through the left. Close and hold both the nostrils and draw the chin slightly downwards. Jalandhara Bandha. We hold the final breath in. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Bring the chin back to neutral. Release the nose. Exhale through both and breathe normally. And see how you feel. And we're going to bring the hands to one side and ease out the legs. Maybe give the legs a little rub and sat on them for a while, get the blood circulating again. And we're going to come down for a 15-minute relaxation. 15-minute, not 50. And so on the way down, if you need layers or blankets, grab whatever you need. And then we're going to just come down before we completely relax, maybe have a little hug on the knees, maybe just get the blood moving into the feet again. And once you're lying down, what's really helpful after all of those practices is if you straighten your legs, bring your palms by your sides, and then just lift the arms up and back. Point the feet, reach into the fingertips, and just take a really nice, big, toe to fingertip stretch out. A couple of deep breaths there. And then on an exhale, let it go. Let the arms go. Bring the hands by your sides. And we're coming into Shavasana, the corpse posture. So heels will be about shoulder distance apart. Feet drop outwards. Arms to sides. Thumbs point away. Back of hands are on the floor. And maybe just gently turning the head from side to side a few times to help the neck to relax. So we're going to be here for a good 10 to 15 minutes. So just do whatever you need to get comfortable. If anyone isn't comfy in Shavasana, you could bend the knees or you could lie on one side. So do adapt it if you need to. If you're pregnant, it might be good to lie on the left side in recovery position. And you can also move at any time during the relaxation. You don't have to just lie in the same spot if you're not feeling comfy there. So make any final adjustments that you need to get comfy. And let's do a few releasing breaths here. So if you relax your jaw, maybe moisten the lips to make a gap between the lips. And then take a nice deep breath in through the nose. And exhaling, just gently blowing the air through the lips, relaxing the jaw and the face as you exhale. Let's do that again. So deep breath in through the nose. Blowing out, relaxing shoulders and arms as you blow out. Breathing in through nose. Blowing out, relaxing the legs and the feet. And then let it go. Let go of the breath completely. Let go of the body completely. And feel awareness of the body lying on the floor. The body is starting to feel a little bit heavier. The head is heavy. The arms are heavy. The legs are heavy. Hands heavy. Feet heavy. And as the feet start to relax, feel awareness of sensation of softness coming up through the toes, the ankles, to the calf muscles. Calves are softening, the knees are softening, and back to the legs, thighs softening, hips softening. And feel awareness of your spine. Imagine your tailbone is uncurling, is unraveling into the floor. And feeling softness coming up through the spine, the lower spine, the middle spine, and the upper spine. And the shoulder blades are spreading on the floor. And the arms are heavy. The backs of the hands rest on the floor. The awareness of the sensation of softness coming up through fingers and wrists, through the forearms and the elbows, through the upper arms and the shoulders and the neck. And as the neck becomes soft, the head becomes heavy. The back of the head is sinking into the floor. Feel awareness of the sensation of softness coming down from the crown and into the face. The brow softening, eyelids softening, as the eyes sink back. Relaxing the jaw, softening the lips, the tongue, the throat, and the chest. And as you rest in the center of your chest, feel awareness of the whole of your body as one. And the whole of the body is softening. The whole of the body is resting. The whole of the body is relaxing as one. Whole body relaxing as one. Whole body relaxing. Whole body relaxed. Okay, so now really slowly start to bring awareness back into the body again. Feel awareness, the body lying on the floor. Awareness of the limbs, the arms, the legs. Awareness of hands, feet, fingers and toes. And there's no rush. When you feel like you're ready to move again, start to slowly wriggle the toes and the fingers. And then perhaps start to flex the ankles and the wrists backwards and forwards a few times, so that you're slowly reconnecting with your physical body again. Perhaps rotating in circles, so blood beginning to circulate back into the extremities. The energy beginning to move a little bit again. Rotating in both directions. And then relax. On an inhalation, slowly raise your arms and take the back of your hands to the floor behind you. Lifting the arms back and then pointing your toes, reach into your fingertips and take a really nice big toe to fingertip stretch. Feel the whole of your body lengthening and growing. And as you hold that stretch, take several really deep breaths. Reconnecting with your breath and your body together. And on an exhale, relax that stretch, bring the knees in towards your chest, maybe just gently roll on the spine side to side a little bit before rolling over carefully onto one side. And either side is good, whichever feels appropriate for you. So you're coming into the recovery position, one arm will become like a pillow. And it's always good to rest in the recovery position for a little while at the end of the practice. I'm just resting there. And when you feel ready to come up, using a hand to help you, coming back up into sitting. And we're going to complete this practice in cross-legged position, Sukhasana. So crossing the legs. If that's not comfy, you can have one leg out if you prefer. Otherwise, crossing the legs. And we're going to take a couple of mudras that those of you who come to my classes will know I really like to practice these at the end of the practice because they're very grounding as well as awakening again. So the first one is Yoga Mudra Asana. We sit cross-legged, we lift the chest up a little bit, place the hands on the knees. And as we exhale, we're just gently coming forwards and we're placing the hands on the ground in front. And we're not trying to go into some crazy forward bend. The idea is that we're getting grounded again. So ideally, we flatten the palms. We just let the head gently lower. We close the eyes and take the awareness down into the palms and feel that contact with the floor. Feel awareness of the ground, of the earth underneath you. And then imagine that you've got roots coming out through the arms and the palms. You're sending your roots deep, deep down into the earth. And start to breathe with Ujjayi breath again. As you breathe with Ujjayi, imagine you're drawing energy, prana, up from the earth through your roots and into your body. And then walk the hands back in and sit tall. And we now have an energizing mudra, prana mudra. So we bring the palms together. As we inhale, we take the palms up. We open them out wide, spreading the palms and the fingers, and close the eyes there. Imagine that you're embracing the sky above you, embracing the sun and the moon and the stars, the sky. And breathing with Ujjayi here, you're drawing some of that prana towards you, some of that energy. Deep prana breath in. As you exhale, bringing the prana together slowly between the palms, above the crown, so it's like a ball of energy. And then you're bringing that energy down through the brow, the throat, and into the heart space in the center of the chest. And eyes are closed. We're keeping our awareness between the palms, relaxing the shoulders, breathing deeply with awareness. I'm going to close this evening's practice by bowing to each other. Carry on. Okay. So thank you all for coming this evening. And yeah, I hope that you're all keeping well, keeping positive in these strange and quite troubling times, I know, for all of us. And hopefully your yoga practice will help to support you through this difficult time. We have got a new page on the website, and we're archiving recordings of all these classes. So you're all entitled, that's not the right word, you all got full access if you want to. You do need a password. I've written it in the notes there. It's not a very difficult password. It's Yoga Talkie, one word, Yoga Talkie, lowercase 8. Yoga Talkie 8. So if you go on the website, you'll see online classes. You drop down to members, click on members, it'll ask for the password, put the password in, and we've got a whole bunch, we've got a growing archive of classes that we've recorded, and you can listen to them anytime you like at your own leisure. So do feel free to access that if you want to, and hopefully see you all again soon. Namaste, hurry on. I'm gonna if I turn all the sound on everyone, it all goes a bit echoey and a bit weird, and I find it really difficult actually talking to loads of people at once on this thing. So if anyone does want to communicate with me after the class, you can message me on Facebook or contact us through the website if you want to. But otherwise, I'm just going to shut it down for now, if that's okay with everyone. Yeah. Okay. All right. Have a good night. Thank you for coming. Bye. Bye-bye. Do this. And